we're looking at the Bjarke Ingels Vice headquarters. Look at that. Is this... That's a window. So this is a building. There's nothing inside. There's vines on the crawling around it, which seems very strange. The VICEVERSE. There are no employees working right now. This is the day after it launched. It launched yesterday. There's merch, NFT. You can buy my Vice merch. There's a lighted desk. I guess you can pretend to read the news. I don't know if all the employees aren't here or if I'm just like sort of by myself because of the way that this works. This seems very dangerous, but we can keep going up. I don't know why the building isn't hollow, but it's not hollow at all. One more time, the same thing over. Okay, so now we get to... Oh, crashed. So it doubles on itself. So it's got one sort of pit space. The way that these things peel is so uncomfortable. The way that these geometries end. They actually fold in and die. At least they terminate in some way, but they don't terminate on top of one another. Don't love the way they terminate. And look at this armpit space. Look at this armpit space back here. Look at how bad that space is. That's bad space. Same with up there. And the fact that the roof, okay, the fact that this roof above us is actually still flat. I want somebody to make a 3D model of this. I want to make it up. Okay, so we do the same thing. We go around. Okay, on the other side. Okay, so this is clearly, there's probably some rooftop bar that this goes to, but let's try that in a minute. All right, and then here's the okay, this is the rooftop. Look at the trees, guys. Look at these trees. So that music was playing, but look, so here's the rest of Decentraland. We can kind of see some of it. Look at this park. Look at this green space. Yeah, what an immensely disappointing object this is. What an immensely disappointing object this is. And the fact that the trees, it's like the same... This is the same Patrick Schumacher NFT tree. At least there's 4 different tree types. It looks like... Feels to me like this tree here and this tree here are literally just the same tree model. They both have a quad. They both have quad. I think they are. You tell me. Looks like it to me. And same with this one. This is another of the same tree. There's 3 different trees. I mean, for what it's worth, Decentraland is a browser-based metaverse, so it's pretty lo-fi graphically. So I wanna acknowledge that. I don't think that the lo-fi graphics are something to be upset about. But the it is what it is, I guess. If you're making it, if you're really decentralizing, quote unquote, I have no doubt that many of you, very many of you, could do very much better than this. That's, oh my God, that's the bowl. We're literally looking at the underside of this bowl. I need to know what this goes to. Okay, 2049. No, purple pill and orange pilled. What the f... Meta mentors, a direct line to evolve your ideas. Oh yeah, and here's where Vice puts its diversity faces. So what the fuck is this room? So the building has this secret space where you can access, apparently, where you can talk to some of these people. Yeah, this is the Futurama Heads in Jars Hall of Presidents. Maybe this is how you get back. Okay, that was how you get back. This is pretty cool. Can I interact with this thing at all? VICEVERSE. VICEVERSE is a good name. They nailed the name. They literally have to make up these headlines because there aren't any. And look at these awful plants. It's so green. This is fun. This is fun. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not like, this is great architecture, but this is fun. I'm not happy about the architecture, but I think this is fucking great. And this is really cool that you can be here with me and we can experience this together. And hopefully we can write, we'll be writing an article about it. I'm here to figure out. I think you can go down one level. I'm here to review what they're trying to really show. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Where's the front? I mean, just this picture in general is just fucking hilarious. Because each one of these little properties is trying to get you to buy their NFT and like become the next thing. Everyone's competing for your attention. Nobody knows what this space is for yet, Hobla. Like nobody knows what we actually should be doing here. It's speculative. So all these different properties are speculating on like what it might mean to use a metaverse space, and Vice has created a place where their employees can come and meet. Many of these are like works of architecture though, like in a way, just they're small, but that I wouldn't describe them as follies as much as like small works of architecture. Boy, they really push us out to the outside too far in this. It's like I'm really struggling to stay. Like I almost fell off there. Right. This is an ad for Vice, even though it doesn't say Vice on the outside of the building, which is kind of surprising. But what's funny is that the outside of the building, like graphically, isn't really a place where there's a lot of ads. You see all over the rest of the world, it's really, the ad is the building itself, which makes people go, huh, like, what is this thing? And then you go in and it's like, it'll have a little plaque on it or something. And like, maybe this little property will have an event. So there's empty parcels. So like someone could buy this. We could buy this and make this extra office decentraland space. Yeah, I mean, it could be fun to have a presence here. It is all about brands, though. Like, that's... Well, jump into the shoe. Help close down this store ASAP. You guys want to jump into the shoe? Ah! What the... Okay, what did I do? Great Pacific Garbage Patch. Closing soon. Oh, this is ridiculous. What the fuck is this? So in the Vice headquarters, there was this shoe. I don't know. Jump into the shoe and help close down this store ASAP. And it looks like a Renew Labs store. Uh-oh. Thank you, Ice Hawk. I really appreciate your research. The cheapest plot of land that was sold on Decentraland in the past week was 11.5k USD. Okay. If you buy these shoes, Renew Labs store. Air ink captures carbon. Yeah, this is just a website. It's a 3D website at least. Vice is pushing this to their employees? I don't really understand what it is. Take me out. So it's a digital version of the garbage patch in the Great Pacific. And they're trying to sell me shoes that apparently will help clean some of this if I buy the shoes. Renew Labs store. Yeah. First store located in the garbage patch. All proceeds go to take3.org. They're collecting donations to an eco group and then raffling off a pair of shoes. Okay. It just all felt like woof. I mean, that was an advertisement. You guys, we understand that, right? That was absolutely an advertisement. 100,000%. But it was an advertisement for all those shoes. Anyway, this building by Bjarke Ingels Architects is a recycled version of another one they already designed that didn't get built, which they wanted to build in the real world. You're playing an ad. Exactly. And you're playing a political ad, too. This was political. 100%. And I don't mind recycling a project. At all. I think that's totally legit. But if we were to understand this one, we must understand what it was supposed to be, or what the other version was. Does anybody know, or anybody remember which one it is? There, here it is. Undisclosed Taiwan. Nice. Look at that diagram. Oh, so good. Here it is. Shitty trees at the top. That roof garden, this roof garden in this diagram is better than the one we just went to. Climate crisis averted. That roof diagram we just saw is better than the one we went to. This is a nice model. This model is way nicer than the project in the metaverse, to be honest. Yeah, this is a beautiful look at the and I like this moment where one of these holes creates a bridge to something else. That's nice. Great looking model. And now we're actually talking about the word materiality here. The materiality of this model as a project is much better and much different than the materiality of the metaverse version, which ends up having to be. I don't know that you can do transparency in a browser-based building. You know, it's just transparency is a lot. It's a big step, right? But here we go with the horizontal shading. They do this like little skirt pickup here for maybe like a cafe or something, which they do over here, which would have been nice to see in the project, in the metaverse project. Look at how they imagined ending. Look at how they imagine ending these pieces. This design is so much better, right? Look at how they imagine terminating this stuff back then. And look at how these terminate. So, right, so I'm talking about the termination of the horizontals in this hole. Look at how bad this is. Look at how much more refined this is. What the fuck happened with this handrail? Oh dear God. Like, even if you're being generous, maybe the there would have worked better. I can't believe they took it all the way up to there. This kills me. This thermal mass diagram and this summer winter. These are. It's just like the patch tech. It's just the like Band-Aid technology slapper on like competition diagram. Like we could do it, kind of thing. And I mean, yeah, rather show it than not. But also it presents a real issue of like gamesmanship and salesmanship to me that's like beyond dishonest. There's something so intriguing about it and enticing about it. I want it to be real, but I love the materiality of this model beats the shit out of the decentraland version. Even the rendered version, the glass, and I get that a lot of it has to do with like the rendering engine of this is limiting. It's just not that pretty, but the extremely bright green in the vines. Oh man, this space that's left over by these tubes, like those upper corners, are awful. Those are the worst. What the fuck? Look at this. Look at this. They didn't extend. Oh my God. They didn't extend the floor out. We're going to jump. Oh, we're going to jump, babies. Ready, go. Oh, oh no. Are we falling? Oof. Well, you know what? Just like a lot of things here, you've been let down. I mean, this is kind of interesting, right? Guys, we broke the model. We are not supposed to be allowed to stand here. And we found a hole. Well, we can at least walk like... Are there other ones? Oh! There's a couple other ones. So, I think we've done a pretty good job here exploring this, looking at an older project. I hope I get the chance to write about this. I think it's important. I think this stuff happening in big firms, large firms, including Bjarke Ingels and Zaha Hadid, doing metaverse projects already, or trying to, is really important. And it either shows us something really terrifying or really promising, because you know, and I know, and Bjarke knows that any one of you could do a better building than this, and I guarantee he knows it. So, but this is a speculation thing. This is like a roll out our project. And to be honest, of all the big projects that could have gone here, this is a pretty good one, right? It's kind of cool. It's kind of interesting. It's not a bad idea for a project. This big bowl. There's a lot of execution issues and a lot of like why bother issues that I have, and a lot of attention to detail and refinement in what should be a Bjarke Ingels, like a fine architect working on this space. This should be refined better, and they should work within the limitations of this medium to make something that actually fits. Even if they recycle a project, it's okay to do, but like, damn, like spend some time refining this, change the fucking shaders on this, these ugly vines, like make it work a little better, make these wider. Like, why am I Why is this like pushing me off? Like, come on. Attention to detail is what's missing in this project more than anything else. That sums up my little visit here to the Bjarke Ingels Vice headquarters metaverse project. I'm really glad I got to do this with you, and I'm really happy you joined me.